In this video, I'm going to show you the perfect newbie routine. When I say perfect, it means that I want you guys to do it safely and effectively. So that means I'm going to show you what to do, what not to do, what's backed by science. Most importantly, I'll show you what devices you can get, whether you're on a budget or not, and how to best use them, okay? It's going to be a very value-packed video, so let's get started. So first, I'm going to go over some of the prerequisites. So first of all, you need time. Yes, time. Just like anything in this world, it takes time to enlarge your penis safe, okay? Number two, you need patience. It's going to take a while for you to see the results. So if you're an impatient motherfucker, if you don't have the time, don't even bother. Get out of here. Like, don't even watch this because you're going to hurt yourself. And the last thing I want anyone to do is to hurt themselves. You need the motivation. Do you want to see your dick bigger? Do you want to like please your partner? And then secondly, you need a little bit of disposable income. If you're broke, then don't even worry about your penis. Get your finances in check, okay? This is something that you need to spend a little bit of money on, and it's something that you need to have the time, motivation, and patience. So if you meet all these requirements, keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the routine right here. It's very simple. So first of all, you need a traction device. You need to wear this traction device about 4 to 8 hours a day. I know that's a lot of time, but are you really motivated? According to the studies, the more that you wear it, the more effectively it is. So if you see some of the studies and some of the breakdowns that I have on these studies, you'll know that patients that wore a traction device for more than 6 hours saw the best results. But if you want to just take a little bit longer, you can wear it a little bit less time, okay? So a traction device is the safest way to get started. You don't want to do weight hanging. You don't want to do Jelqing because it's way too advanced. Jelqing is not safe if you are a beginner, okay? With a traction device, you can actually measure, you can actually have a predefined traction weight that you're applying to your penis that's safe. With a traction device, you can achieve what's called the Newbie gain. Newbie gains are about 2 to 4 centimeters. You want to, just like the gym, right? When you start lifting, you're going to achieve what's called the Newbie gains because you've never stretched your penis before. You've never lifted before, right? And so the Newbie gains that you can expect, it's about 2 to 4 centimeters, and I'm talking about in about 6 months. So that's a traction device. Second of all, you're gonna need a vacuum erection device, or VED for short. So you're gonna do a vacuum erection device after the traction, and the vacuum erection device is gonna help you do elongated healing, and it's gonna provide nutrients to the penis to help you heal. So you're gonna do traction for about 4 to 8 hours a day. You're gonna end off the day with a vacuum erection device. You can do this for about 30 minutes. If you're a beginner, do not go over 7 Hg. And I'll go over the devices and how you can measure this. But essentially, if you're a beginner, you can start with 5, 6, or 7. Essentially, you're gonna do 10 minutes at 5, 10 minutes at 6, 10 minutes at 7 Hg. Watch my other video how you use a vacuum erection device. If you're more advanced, then you can start off with either 5 or 7, 10 minutes, 8, 10 minutes, and you can off either at 9 or 10 Hg for another 10 minutes. And a vacuum erection device, it's not going to give you the most gains. It's only going to give you about maybe 1 to 2 centimeters in 6 months, but it's a perfect way to really prime your penis for the more advanced techniques. So again, this is going to take patience. So just use it for this long. You're going to need to work out your penis. From there, you're going to take some supplements, okay? You're going to take some medications. So you're going to need some Cialis. You can start off with 2.5, 5, or 10 milligrams per day. You can sort of go up from there, okay? And you're going to take the Cialis about 1 hour before pumping, because to get the best results, you want to go into pumping. You want to use the pump when you're erect. You can get a Cialis prescription for either HIMS, Romans, or just go see your doctor. And then there's supplements that can really help. The main one is L-citrulline. You can take L-citrulline about 3,000 milligrams in the morning. You wake up, you're going to take L-citrulline. You can also take vitamin E. Vitamin E helps with fibrosis. It's an antioxidant. You can take about 1,000 international units per day. For equipment, again, you're going to need lube. So you either want to use a water-based lubricant or coconut oil. Coconut oil is pretty cheap. You can get it at your local store. I prefer water-based oil, water-based lube. You're going to need a traction device, and you're going to need a vacuum erection device. Okay, so first, I'm going to go over the equipment top of the line. This means like if you're not on the budget, this is what you should get, okay? First of all, look at the Totalman Kit. I have a link over here. It's going to run you about $125. Now the Totalman Kit includes a penis extender, includes the penis, the vacuum chambers. It includes silicone sleeves, and it's gonna give you a lot more equipment that you're gonna need for the more advanced techniques. Now you're not gonna use this equipment right away, all these other accessories, but I think it's a good value for the budget. Totalman has a lot of great videos on how to use it, how to tape up. I also have some videos on this. If you want, just to start, you can get just the Totalman Extender. Now the Totalman is about extender runs you about $67. That includes the extender, the vacuum chambers, the silicone sleeves, and it actually comes with a clamp. Like, don't worry about the clamp. This is all you need: the extender, the chambers, and the silicone sleeves. Now I also want to do an honorable mention for the LGHanger extender. So the LGHanger extender is actually, I believe it's a better extender than the Totalman. But it's going to cost you about $235, and it's just the extender. So you're still going to need vacuum chambers, which you can buy from the Totalman, and may need some slight modifications. I'm going to have make sure you support me so I can buy this, and I'll show you how to modify the LGHanger to use it. But I believe this is a much better hanger, much better extender than the Totalman Extender. But you can get started with just the Totalman Extender. Okay, so now we're gonna look at the top of the line vacuum erection devices. Okay, so first of all, I recommend the LeLuv cylinder plus the pump. The cylinder itself is gonna run you about $50. You can see this link here on Amazon. Very basic. It's made of some good material. You can measure it. There's a good sizing chart. So that's the LeLuv cylinder. And you're gonna need the LeLuv pump. So a pump is, this is top of the line. It's made out of metal, has a gauge, comes with a hose. It's gonna run you about $50. So in all, this is gonna be about $100. I wanna make an honorable mention for the pump that I use. So you're still gonna need a cylinder, so you can buy the LeLuv cylinder. But if you have the money to spend, you can buy what's called the DP4000. I still recommend that you buy the regular pump, but if you have the money, this is the one that I use. It's called the DP4000 electronic pump. The great thing is that it is programmable. You can do pulse pumping, what's called pulse pumping. So pulse pumping can be more effective and you're mimicking nighttime erections, right? You can also minimize edema because you're not just holding it at that certain vacuum pressure for very long. And it can actually, if you want to do pulse pumping, it's much easier to do with this than it is with the regular pump. The only caveat is that you need the correct fittings. If you're using the LeLuv cylinder, I have links to it here. And you also need Windows to program it. This is what I use. Okay, next, I want to talk about the equipment if you're on a budget. So let's start with the penis extender. So if you're on a budget, you can buy the Size Master extender from AliExpress. Keep in mind, this is untested. I have bought it, but it's not here yet. It's only $16. It comes with 3 different size chambers here. Comes with the rod extender here. And comes with some other accessories such as the sleeves and a little pump that you can use to apply the chambers. It's only $16. Again, keep in mind that this is untested, but hey, it looks like a pretty solid beginner budget device. As for a vacuum erection device, you can get a generic pump. This one here, it's available on Amazon, and it's only $19, $20, right? It comes with this fittings. It comes with this little sleeves here that you can use. Very basic. The main problem with this is that there is no gauge. So I think these are too dangerous. I do not recommend that you buy this. But there's another one that's available for just $30. Now this one is $30, but it comes with a gauge. This is absolutely critical. So if you buy a penis pump, make sure it comes with a gauge. Like, you don't want to hurt yourself because you want to make sure that you're applying the correct vacuum pressure to your penis. If you go too high, that's the problem with this generic pumps that don't have a gauge. You could really hurt yourself. So that's it. Nice and simple. Get the devices, get a traction device, get a vacuum erection device, get a prescription to Cialis, check out the routine and get started. Now, let's say that you've achieved your results. This is going to be about after 6 months. You're going to have to do maintenance on it. Unfortunately, just like going to the gym, you're going to need to maintain it. So you can maintain it by using a vacuum erection device about 3 times a week. Just do the same routine. And a traction device, you can use it about once a week. And this is just to maintain your gains, making sure that you don't lose any of your gains. So you may be wondering, why no Jelqing? Why no manual stretchers? It's too dangerous. When you do Jelqing, you see this time and time again on the forums. It is so easy to hurt yourself, okay? So Jelqing is antiquated technique, okay? You can really hurt yourself. Imagine like your penis is a balloon and your hand is just, you don't know what kind of tension that you're applying. With the traction devices, you can really get started and apply tension as you see fit. And with manual stretches, it's just so easy to hurt yourself. Do not pull on your dick with your hands. Do not do jelqing. Get a device. You're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so now you've dipped your toes. You've got the newbie gains. You've got some motivation. You're happy. Maybe you want to stop there, right? This is this is pretty good. Like, you're gonna gain about 2 to 4 centimeters. It's gonna take you about 6 months. But what's next? Well, you can then introduce some of the manuals. You can introduce some of the jelqing. You can introduce some of the manual stretches. But now you really are honed into your penis. Your penis is now much more adapt to taking some of this tension. It's much more adapt to taking some of this pressure from the jelqing. After that, you can introduce things like clamping, weight hanging, right? These are the next steps, and I'll make a video on that. The more advanced techniques are what's called chemical PE, right? So these are things like DMSO, injections. You can even do peptides to help you heal better. But this is not something that I would not encourage for newbies and for most people that are not just willing to go to the extremes to get that extra inch. It's the law of diminishing returns, okay? You're going to get most of your gains from this newbie routine. Anything that you want to achieve more is going to require a lot more work. Is it worth it? That's really up to you. Once again, traction is proven by science. There's plenty of studies that prove the effectiveness and safety of traction. Once you have the traction device, make sure you add a little bit more traction after a few minutes that you're wearing it to make sure that you're applying because the tissues of the penis are going to relax. So just add a little bit more tension when you have it on if you can. This may not be possible depending on the device that you get, but make sure you get the most out of the newbie gains before you move on to the more advanced techniques. And if you like this content, if you want me to review more devices, if you want me to show you how to best effectively use the budget devices that I do not currently own, please make sure you subscribe to help motivate me to purchase these devices. Please make sure you comment and like my videos and help support me. If you have any questions, reach out to me in the comments or on Reddit at Mr. X. And again, please support me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.